Hang on.
But I don't have. I'm about ready to.
You're gonna snap it, yeah.
We sang in our house to your 40th. We drank in Key West to your 50th.
No,
45th. 45th. I knew I screwed up. Tonight we are celebrating your 50th. We are all looking forward to the year 2007.
So are we. You're all invited for our 70th.
Cheers. And whatever.
That was very good. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Anybody else want to make a cheers, you guys?
I just want to make an observation.
Yeah.
In the work that we have all been involved with over these years, it hasn't kept us at home all the time. So, based on that, if you go by the time spent with your spouse over those number of years, you really haven't been with Rexie 50 years.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
But mostly better somehow, I guess.
I met Jim
But I'm not
in
sure.
Hawaii in 1960,
Yeah, I remember that.
and Rexie wasn't with us.
No.
Mm.
I was home with him.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, was that when Norm was there?
I met him
thought
the
that's
first
when
time
she was
I met
in
Rexie.
Vail.
No, I don't think Norm was there.
Skiing Vail. When did Norm come to Hawaii?
And when you guys.
That was
were-
quite
That was
amazing.
after I left.
Oh, after you went, so you met him in Paris then?
Paris.
Oh, okay.
You're right.
Did you know Norm in Hawaii? Or Paris?
Oh, yes. No, there's one. He came to
She said 360.
Okay, but you guys at home.
Yeah.
He was there. Well, he was.
It's on the outside.
Well, he had gone. Yeah, he left it. Whatever he did, he left it.
I can't believe it says change drive. Like I just tried all about it. Can you believe that?
He's out radio to England and France. And his wife Helga said, you know, he said, I had a dream last night. He said, I dreamed you retired from radio. And we were together 24 hours a day. He said, really? He said, what happened? She said, I got a divorce. But anyway, we went to the University of Washington, Thursday.
Yes.
And it's excellent, but we really enjoyed it. We kind of figured, well, every 50 years we'll do this. So we were in this very ornate room upstairs in the inn, and it looks like something out of a Mexican bordel.
No.
have red wallpaper.
Oh, yeah. And we had ordered drinks from room service, and we're sitting there, and Rexie says, you know, I said, this is a far cry from the place where we spent our honeymoon, which was a terrible motel in El Reno, Oklahoma. And I said, well, there's something that this place has in common with that old place. We can't afford this one either. So, anyway, thank you very much.
How far we have come.
Did you know that?
Where?
El Reno,
About their wedding.
Now, what were you doing there?
That, you know, I mean, ours.
of the ideas was to get a traditional gift, something, you know, a plate or a piece of glass that could be engraved or etched. And so we kicked that one around for a while. And then somebody said, well, let's get something that's traditionally Texan. But we couldn't find any steer horns that would fit on the front of the back. So then I said, well, I've got a personal idea. I'd like to get even with these two. These are the two that gave me an electric-powered eraser many years ago. You plug it into the wall. It's got a little motor. You turn it on. It's got a little drive shaft with an eraser on the end of it. An electric-powered eraser. Then they followed it up with a battery-powered ice cream scoop a few years back. So I wanted to get rid of that. So then we went and we looked on websites for 50th anniversary gifts. And this was an eye-opener. This was really a great revelation because they knew anybody looking at that site was not looking to buy a gift for somebody that was 50 years old, but a little bit older.
With a real big foot.
So some of the things they had that we considered, that the committee considered, they had a number of stencils that they sold where you could use them to write postcards, or they were like guidelines. You could lay them on a postcard or lay them on an envelope or a letter, so you could write in the lines. It would show you where the return address would be and the to address would be. So we thought of getting you some of those. Then they had a number of items that talked to you. Things like a scale. You'd step on a scale. You know, of course, you can't see that far anymore. And so it tells you, 437 pounds. And then they had another item. They had a thermometer that talked to you. You know, you just pop the thermometer in, and it comes back to 98.7 degrees.
Be careful.
Yeah.
And
Where
then
did
as
it
we
pop?
talked about that,
Yeah, right.
we thought it would be disastrous to put something in the household that would be another voice, another sound.
And at our
Because-
age anyway.
That's right, because at your age, there's enough three-way conversations going on between the two of you that you can't keep track of. To start another one with a thermometer or a scale, you know, come up and say, 222 pounds, you say, how much did that cost? So what we tried to do, folks, is take all these ideas and bring them all together. And this is what we came up with.
Will it explode if we open
Well, we actually thought about
Not right
returning
away.
the electric eraser.
Yeah,
But we figured that you had too much longevity.
The electric
you had
eraser
no
is going to be
mistakes to
regifted.
erase.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be regifted someday.
Okay, okay.
So if you just want to start at the top
You can
and
just
work your way
open it
down,
right off from the top.
we'll,
Is the eraser still working?
the eraser still works, by
It still
God.
does. You cannot take it to
Go
Europe.
ahead, go.
That's because you never make
Works in the
mistakes,
US.
right?
Go, girl.
In case this explodes, we get some glass.
I see. That's what you're after. You're afraid it's gonna explode, so you're letting me open it.
That's right.
Oh, it won't explode. Just clear it all
You're
away.
probably going to need a little help with the top.
Yeah,
Here, this-
get your Swiss lower the paper so we can all see it.
Here, I'll do that for you. Cut that little,
You have a trusty Swiss knife too, I see.
oh, yeah. Yeah, I retired once. Okay,
Yeah, did you get the gold clock too?
Yeah.
I got the Swiss knife. Jim got the gold watch.
I got a globe also.
That's nice. Come on, get in here. Should ask Rory, he's good at having you open this.
What could it be? What could it be?
Oh, it's peanuts.
Styrofoam peanuts.
Plastic peanuts.
Hooray.
Hope they're low salt.
Peanuts. Where are we gonna put the plastic peanuts?
Just put them on the table.
We'll
We'll
take
take
care
care
of
of
them.
it.
Yeah, look at that. Get them out of there. Well, I've seen something red. It looks kind of strange.
Oh my goodness! That's our favorite.
You identified it already.
Oh, Oh, perfect.
Oh, this finished Tabasco pepper sauce has been especially bottled to become the private stock of Jim and Rexie. 50 years of hot love. Presented with due ceremony in the best tradition of the macaroni cake.
Perfect.
That's right.
Well, I'm gonna say thank you, but I'm not sure if we really
Do you
should.
have a funnel? We should get them a funnel.
Where's the
Funnel.
Yeah.
A straw.
A pump. There you go. Pump.
They'll just put it over their shoulder and. Like a,
What's the
Put it in
expiration
an
date?
IV.
thank you.
Well,
You know,
I sort of
for you and I.
didn't have anything to say when I thought of this, but it actually kind of made me think of something. I was telling everybody that I was, took off work for the first time in probably a month tonight, and I was telling everybody that I was going to go have friends with some of our best family friends, and I realized I wasn't really saying it right. These are family. These people here are family. They're been here since before I was even an idea. And
That's right.
and this gift, I think, sort of represents something when two great families come together, they can create something great. And I think this represents that.
You were a good idea.
Yeah.
Because they came together before you were even an idea. You were a really good idea.
Opus one,
Jeez.
And the two great
he looked at
families.
that at the wine list.
Yeah, what do you mean,
At the end, at Little Washington, and said, no way, it's too
I looked
expensive.
at that.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it's
What is
true,
the
for
one?
kids.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Opus
Oh,
one.
that's wonderful.
Opus
Oh,
one.
thank you
Yeah.
very
What?
much.
And Rexie, you dropped your card on the floor.
Oh, I have to look at that label. And more. Do you know that one?
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't either.
Oh, hey, I have another announcement,
One I
folks.
hadn't heard of.
I have another announcement. There is a guest book here that you're all asked to sign. In fact, you can't leave until we see the
Yeah.
signature.
I signed. No, I signed for all of it.
You got all the time in the world to figure it out.
I say
Low
you
pen and stuff.
saved that Opus one for a really special time.
Oh, yeah.
For the next
Oh,
5 years.
That's
I would like to
best wine.
just say,
It's done by
I thought that
Mondavi
was a
and
picture,
Rexford.
actually.
Baron Rothschild and
Oh, Ross
Wait a
House,
minute,
sorry,
your
that's
wife
what it
wants to
guest
say
is the one
something.
now we got together.
Yes.
was. No kidding.
Came up with
just like
Jim.
I thought about Opus 2 yet, you
Never heard of it.
Go ahead, Rexie.
Yeah, anyway.
no, anyway, Jim and I both, well, I won't speak for him because he's never allowed me to speak for him. He speaks for himself. But for myself, and I think all of you agree, is that this has just meant so much to both of us, that all of you would go to so much trouble just to help us celebrate a milestone. And you're all invited to our 75th. And we'll pay for that one.
And we'll let you.
So anyway, words can't really express how we really feel, but I want you to know that we love all of you, and this is just such a wonderful thing. And I will just tell just one small thing. I don't know if you all read Pickles, the comic strip in the Washington Post. It's this retired couple that live next door to their daughter and son-in-law and grandson, and they also have a dog and a cat. But this came out last year, and they're sitting there side by side, Earl and Opal.
I love the names.
And Earl says, "We've been together a long time." Opal says, "Yes, we have." So the next strip, he says, "You've seen me at my worst, and you've seen me at my best." She said, "Yes, I have." And then the end ones, he says, "Not much difference, was there?" She says, "No, the books."
Of course, that was a comic strip, had nothing to do with real life.
So I can only, that's the only thing I can say at this point. And deciding whether he's gonna re-up for another 50 years, because you know, maintenance is going up all the time.
Is it ever?
And so, for that reason, I'm not sure, you know, if he's gonna go for another 50, but I'm willing to.
Very nice.
Yeah, yeah.
We got a couple things to help us celebrate.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God.
Remember the cameras you bought us over the years?
Oh, yeah, oh, no, you know,
Don't reach so quickly. You're finally getting your dividend on that.
oh, wonderful.
We made you.
Oh, Parish Family number 1, Parish Family number 2, wonderful.
And I think you'll find that there aren't any budding film directors in our family.
But there are lots of great performers.
Yeah, there's a lot of
The
performers.
dancers,
The cast
guitars, piano,
That's great.
and Rory.
And on the subject of re-upping,
Yes.
I thought maybe 50 years is a long time, and you might have forgotten what it was like 50 years ago.
We're trying.
Let me see.
And I'm not going to let you.
You got a reservation at the El Reno for him?
You were talking about Wolf City, and they probably have maybe badmouthed Wolf City to you over the years. But there are actually a lot of possibilities in Wolf City that they left behind. For instance, there was no Mercedes-Benz dealership in Wolf City, so if you wanted to open one, there was no competition. Same with Porsche and Audi, and Acura, and there wasn't a Nordstrom's there either. That's probably why they really left. But anyway, just in case, I'm sure when you set out, you didn't know that you were headed for D.C. or
Nope.
New York
No,
or Paris
no.
or Patch Barracks.
I remember Patch Bear somewhere.
Just in case, I've got a couple things here. Just in case you forgot what you left behind, I have here Women on Texas Cotton Farms from 1900 to 1940.
Ah.
Fascinating reading.
Is she mentioned?
Share that with us, Rexie, I'm
Please
sure.
do not loan that to me while I'm recovering.
And in a similar vein, I have does anybody know who Otmore Mergenthaler is?
Sure.
Everybody
No.
knows
Oh, yeah.
More
He's a
Mercantile.
chiropractor.
He invented the linotype. Here is his
Oh.
story.
The what? Invented the what?
Was he from Wolf City?
No, he was not.
In Wolf City.
But
Oh, the Wolf City Sun. This man worked for a newspaper, I want you to know.
You work for this guy?
No, I've invented the machine that I use.
Oh,
The linotype machine.
I do want to. I want to say one thing about the linotype machine. If you'd stuck with that, you would have retired a lot sooner.
That's great.
40 years ago.
Thank you very much.
The book over there.
That's what that's for.
You all notice we've been taking pictures. Some people have. We're going to fill a photo album for Jim and Rexie and.
Kind effort, but really you organized it all, and that's
But you
the
cracked the
biggest-
whip.
That's the
Yeah.
biggest part
I
of
just,
it.
you know, I like to
Job.
I made the phone.
Yeah.
And
Good.
she
Great
is-
management. There's great management.
That she called me, I don't know how many times, what color album should we get? Do you have a gold pen that will sign the gold ring? You know, and then call again and.
Very detail oriented.
Who likes, what does it, suppose the kids don't like this.
Then they can go home and eat
I think
macaroni.
This was
I
one to
said,
make everybody
go
happy.
home and make them
She
a
did.
peanut butter.
And you know what?
jelly.
It just,
The kids don't like the food, they can always go home and have a tuna sandwich.
That's right.
it worked. Everybody's
I
happy.
think
It was a
I
lovely.
think you did a great job on the
She did a good job.
entertainment.
Yes.
Well,
I think the
yeah.
entertainment.
Absolutely.
It was Tish.
Thank you. Really, you shouldn't have said all those things because we all did it together, honestly.
But Tish, you were
But
the one
someone
who
has
had,
to
you
take
did
it.
all
we noticed
know
that.
it. Sebby says,
Good old Sebby.
check with my social secretary. I think I can make it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe a few minutes late, but.
Taking a lot of pictures of this. What?
Hey, I helped carry flowers in the tree. That's right. I crushed
Mama,
three.
you really good? Is it, you want to give it to me? No. It's almost out. It's almost out.
If I could get up here, I'd sit up here.
That'd be good. Let's do it.
I would
You
sit
want a
up on the
stool?
piano while you played.
You want a stool?
No, thank you. I'd rather have a tip.
It sounds good.
Where's Gaga?
She went to the bathroom. You can play.